Hello. This is another one of my podcasts that I hope will be really quick this time, not a kind of bambling one, but 2-minute piece about the painting that we've commissioned from Cate Wiltshire, and something about the production meeting that we had and the excitement and gratitude that I feel about all of that, and something about learning lines and being in the play. So we're going to try and do all of that in about 2 minutes. So here we go. First of all, I've been just so overwhelmed in general terms with the huge generosity that everyone has shown this production. A production that's so personal to me, and yet people have given so much of their thought and effort and heart to it. It is very, very humbling indeed. From the group itself, that Second Thoughts have agreed to let me use the October slot in the beautiful Bear Pit Theatre, and the fact that the Bear Pit Theatre is there at all and welcomes external hirers, which is what we are. So Cate Wiltshire is part of that, although I'm paying for the painting because I want to have it in this house as a permanent reminder of it. The painting is so important. It's like the seventh character of the play, is how Nick and I were talking about it. And it's painted throughout the 4 scenes by the character that I play, Stefan. And for him, painting it it's one of the lines I was trying to learn today, really. He talks about looking for his brother and not finding him, and talking about the circumstances of his disappearance in 1940, captured by the NKVD and taken who knows where. And his daughter says, and so, after he tells this story, and Stefan says, so I paint. And the painting is his response, and I don't know why, I don't know what it signifies necessarily, and neither should I, otherwise there'd be no point putting it on as a play. One could just write an essay about it. But the picture develops as the play develops, and I think there's something in that about the essence of the play. I think that this piece of art has the capacity both to heal and to help remember, and to recall and to depict. And I'm really excited about the fact that we're going to get a really decent piece. It was going to be me that did it if I hadn't got somebody who knew what they were doing. So we won't dwell on the prospect of that yielding something that will be worth looking at. So that's on its way, and we'll have that by October. And if Kate allows me, I'll show updates of the painting as I go through these podcasts through the next few weeks. And I'm already too long. I'm awfully sorry. It's now at 3.5 minutes. So let's try and scoot along. What else has happened? We had the production meeting, the first full production meeting of the wonderful people who have agreed to work stage management and costume, and Nick Lemessurier, who's just performing the most amazing miracles as a producer, going way beyond what a producer would do, trying to secure for us the carpet pieces and the floor coverings that we need, and getting the bench for the final scene and the easel for the first for 3 of the 4 scenes. And Nick is also, and I think he'd be very embarrassed to hear this, and probably will switch off mid-sentence, has been such the most wonderful collaborator on this project, allowing me to explore ideas and to make mistakes and to correct me and to give me straight, honest feedback to my musings and witterings, which I absolutely need. If I'm going to look after my actors and look after my production team. So we had the meeting last night, and thank you so much, Ginny Oliver and Jackie Campbell and Tom Purchase Rathbone and Barry Purchase Rathbone and Emma Beasley and my daughter for making the cake. But all of you who came last night here to my house or on Zoom, your generosity and kindness and commitment and energy. None of us get paid for this, but I'm receiving the biggest bonus at the moment, the biggest emotional satisfaction and intellectual demand. And I need to be better, I think, at finding ways of sharing that out, so that it is less and less about about me and about my family and about Vitok Masevich, who I'm, my grandfather, who I've mentioned a number of times, who I'm looking for, trying to honour. And so the third piece is learning lines. So I have a great many lines to learn. It perhaps is a little arrogant of me to cast to myself. I'm quite sure that Nick who's going to help. He's going to direct the scenes that I'm in. Essentially, will tell me if I'm not up to the quality of my fellow actors. But it's a character I need to play because he is me. He is this older chap who's at this one moment in time when he meets other people who are at a similar stage of life, all of whom are given this opportunity because of the catalyst of this announcement by Gorbachev. They're all given the opportunity to reveal, to heal, to blame if they want, to forgive if they can, to reconcile with one another, with their past selves. They've all got this chance. And of course these chances come at any stage of life, don't they? But I have a feeling they become sharper the older we get. And of course I'm still a very, very young chap. But the plain fact of it is that when you're approaching your mid-60s, the richness of life becomes more apparent. I have found anyway. I'm happier now than I've ever been. But the urgency to, as one of the characters says, Anna, I have her say in the play about there are parts she still wants to play. And she talks about wanting to play Cordelia. And her husband, who's a theatre director, says to her, well, of course you could, because Cordelia should only be played by somebody who's got the experience of 1,000 lifetimes. Something like that. Which I think is probably partly true. I don't know. But there we are. I think I'm going to finish it there because that's now 8 minutes. I'll try and cut some of this down, I think, before it does become a ramble. But it's the most amazing honour to be part of this production, and I can't thank everybody enough.